There was a pretty big patch released today and it came with some really interesting things, but the stuff I want to lead this video with is going to be completely different and something no one else on YouTube is going to show you. This patch includes a small tweak to a certain courier unusual effect, which has led to a brand new bugged hero unusual gem effect that previously did not exist before this update. I don't believe anyone has seen this before, so this is what you might be seeing some pro players using on their bugged ethereal items in the near future, and this is the brand new ethereal flame effect when equipped on hero bugged unusual items, which gives your hero a broad blue cloud effect as well as a slight trail. And before this patch, this gem previously did not load on bugged ethereal items at all, but now this blue tinted ethereal flame will function on bugged ethereal items for heroes, wards, and single gem bugged couriers as well. And the reason that this is happening is because the ethereal flame gem effect itself was updated and was given a base blue tint color effect. So when a prismatic is not loaded onto the effect, you get the blue by default, whereas before there was not one of these base colors assigned, so it was invisible and wouldn't load onto these bugged items. This change has made it better with some prismatics and worse with others, but generally it's similar. But this effect is very neat, and this will be the first place that you find out about bugs like this in Dota, so thanks for checking in. And if you find this sort of stuff interesting, please leave a like on the video. It really helps show it to other Dota 2 players and really helps the channel grow. Now onto another undocumented change. Techies Arcanas have been updated in a really awesome way. Your prismatic gem now affects the explosion particles on your minefield sign, which it didn't before. And a lot of Arcanas have been given a brand new custom background for MVP screens. These are all of the ones that I could find so far from real screenshots. And thanks a lot to everybody on my Discord who helped me source all of these screenshots through their previous MVPs. And this is the list of the game files for which heroes have them and which heroes do not. Now, I want to get onto the patch with some more conventional information. There's a new cash-priced treasure which contains 4 immortal sets as well as 12 regular tiered sets with cash levels of custom particle effects and animations. There are 3 with personas, but this treasure includes so many repeats from the last 3 caches in Heroes Hoard Cache specifically, so in my opinion, it's a very poor treasure when it comes to common sets, and this being a cash-tiered price treasure, that's a massive shame because it's an opportunity for so many heroes to get some new hero defining sets that could be combined with other sets that are already in the game to make some incredible new combinations, and then repeating so many heroes is really disappointing given the amount of incredible work that was on the workshop over the past few months anticipating this patch and this treasure specifically. So to illustrate this point, these are the last 3 cash-priced treasures that were added to Dota 2. There's the Crownfall caches 1 and 2, as well as the Heroes Hoard at the top, and this at the bottom is the new treasure that was added today. I'm going to go from right to left to illustrate this point. So we have Lion, who was repeated in cache 2. We have Sand King, who is brand new and hasn't been in one of these caches before. So we have Pudge, who was repeated in cache 1. Earthshaker is brand new as well. And these brand new heroes are both immortals as well as these other 2 rares, so I think you can give those a pass. However, we have Axe, who was repeated in cache 2. We have Necro, who wasn't repeated in a cache treasure, but was the ultra rare in the last normal treasure that we got. And I wouldn't normally count heroes being repeated in regular treasures, but the fact that it was the ultra rare doesn't give it many excuses for it being repeated again, so this is sort of a maybe. But Luna was repeated, the Invoker was repeated, Huskar was repeated, Anti-Mage Persona we've had twice, Phantom Assassin was repeated, Spirit Breaker was repeated, he was even a rare, Dawnbreaker was repeated, Snapfire was repeated and was also in the last normal treasure that we got, Marcy's been repeated twice, Huerta was repeated as well. This is a very poor presentation of a spring call to arms when anybody who has been paying attention to the workshop knows that there is an unlimited amount of incredibly high quality sets and they keep picking the same heroes over and over again. It's just disappointing, but let's take a look at them and see what some awesome combinations are that we can make with these new sets and take a look at all of the immortal effects that come with the rares. The ultra rare set for Lion contains 2 immortals, 1 on the arm and 1 in his weapon. The weapon immortal changes his hex to a frog, and the arm immortal is a brand new ult effect that's a cannon and looks incredibly cool and has some really good sound effects. And this is a surprising hero to see an ultra rare for, especially in a cash price treasure, which means on average you're going to be paying $130 for this set, but I think it's very cool nonetheless. The Sand King very rare I think is quite cool. I think the best positive about this is that you could equip this set in its entirety, you could replace the claws with unusual variants and equip the immortal effect in your ability equip section, and you would have a new immortal ability effect that would match your Frostbloom claws, which I think is going to be the main purpose for using this set. The Pudge bundle is very cool, I must admit. It has a brand new immortal hook with its own effect being a plunger. It contains a brand new taunt for Pudge as well as a clown themed ward. I think this set is mega and easily could have swapped with the Sand King in position for the very rare. This set also has a second immortal as it has a custom rot effect bound to the arms. And lastly, of the immortals we have Earthshaker. The set itself is very cool, but the immortal effect is where this set shines. It has a brand new Fissure, which doesn't seem to match the set very much apart from it being the pattern on the side of the coffin, and its colour scheme being somewhat removed from the set itself. Although I think it's really cool, but I would have expected to see this in a new Bloom event or something like that. This Axe set again is nice, but it has an interesting interaction when you equip the Axe Fist Immortal, removing the weapon entirely and giving him a massive red fist. These cache sets having a custom interaction for this Immortal I think is really cool, but we did have an Axe set in the last caches too. The Necro set is bizarre. Topless Necrophos, I guess, was the vibe. It's a set that makes him look like something out of Doctor Who, and it's pretty unique. Now, the Luna set looks incredible in the preview menu, but in-game, this effect is almost invisible. So if you're using this set, you're using it because you like the models and not these particle effects on the heroes because they are not visible in-game. The Kid Voker Persona bundle includes a brand new set, as well as a new Kid Voker Taunt, which I think is really cool, as well as a new Forge Spirit to match the set. The set is cool, but it's another Kid Voker Persona bundle, and we had one of those in the last treasures. I'm very sorry to whoever made this Huskar set. I know you have absolutely no control in how Valve chooses which sets go in the treasures, but this slot definitely deserved to be for a different hero. However, I do want to say, if you're a Huskar spammer and you really did want a 6th cache set for this hero, and this is the reason you're buying this treasure, then that's absolutely awesome. I love Dota, and some of these skins are incredible on their own, but in the context of the history of treasures we've recently had, I think that this treasure is incredibly disappointing. The Anti-Mage set is fine as well. It's really well made, and another opportunity for people to get the Anti-Mage Persona for a low price is always good. However, you can still buy the Anti-Mage Persona set from the previous caches through gifting for about 1 key, for about $1.85, so that shouldn't be a reason for them to put them in these chests, but I guess they need them in these treasures to sell the treasures. They must perform really well. I guess that's why they're using them over and over again. This is what that set looks like with the 2 Ravenblight weapons that are really expensive. I think they're over a 1.5k for both of them, which looks awesome, but I think all of the unusuals are doing all of the heavy lifting there. PA Persona set is cool as well, but again, it's another repeat from the previous cache, and there are no unusual combinations you can make with this. The Spiritbreaker set is very nice. It has a lot of pieces that I think people are going to use with other sets as well. You can also replace the weapon with an unusual Frostbloom to match the set, which does look really cool. But there was a rare Spiritbreaker set in a previous cache. The Dawnbreaker set has a really interesting weapon. The particle effects on this item are really cool. Again, unfortunately, it's a repeat, but the set is really well made. Next hero, Snapfire. This is probably my least favorite of the entire treasure. It's just not a theme that I'm particularly interested in, and we've had a ton of crazy Snapfire sets recently. Next, Marcy. We've just received 2 incredible Marcy sets in the last couple of treasures, so I really don't think this Marcy set does anything new. Finally, with Muerta, there is some really interesting parts to this set. Obviously, there's the alternate form, but the back pieces are the items in this set which give you the ambient butterfly effect, so you can just equip the back piece and then equip another Muerta set or any other future sets that come out for her and keep those butterflies attached to your hero, which is a really cool ambient effect, just like the butterflies on Techies. There is so much more to this patch, but that's all I have to say about the cosmetics at the moment. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like on the video if you've gotten this far, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Thank you so much to my YouTube members for supporting this channel. Every member gets their name added to my inventory to be shown at the end of all of my long form videos, and check out my Dota 2 Discord in the link in the description to enter all of my giveaways for free.